When we walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. To my surprise, I saw Ota sitting at the counter.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
I don't want to confront you. This is going to be awkward. Menu. Shelves. Beer tap. This is a weird angle. Oh. This I think is a no banter zone.
Serious moments only in between the diegetic moaning that this track has.
Like, you know it's a serious moment when it doesn't even like have a joking thing on like the specials or board or anything. Okay, Ota, or I guess probably Iris first.
No, I didn't tell him to come. He just showed up on his own.
Sure. I believe it.
Iris stayed next to me.
I don't believe it.
But he did not, in fact, believe it.
He did not call me Naru not, because I don't believe it.
Not
Oh
Ruto.
wait, Naru from, as opposed to Naruto. It's not to, it's from.
Naru finger. Which should we ask?
Where's Mama?
Oh,
What'd you
she
do
told
to
me
her?
A while ago. She
Where
said
is
something
she?
about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
Wasn't particularly surprised. Mom has always depended on the kindness of strangers ever since she opened Marble. Now what?
Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
I thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marble, so I got here just before you did. Look, I was really
Nihilin.
worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
Stylin', Nihilin, living it up in this city.
What was that thing about?
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing. That you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
He literally said that he
Oh,
wouldn't
look.
talk about it. No matter
Tell me
what.
about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
Geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay?
Wow, Ota.
Before I tell you, who's that?
Well, I mean, he can't have it outed to her that he's sock puppeting? I think that's the right term.
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
You're dumb. You're so
Yeah.
dumb. Wow, are they evil? I was dead.
She reboots with a completely neutral consciousness.
Jukai.
Chukai. Chukai means recollection.
When I woke up, I was lying on the sofa.
Where am I?
My head was killing me and my memory was foggy. Didn't Oda just commit like a huge crime by like assaulting a police officer?
Police officer? I mean,
Like-
in America, yeah. Oh, God, I'm
Is
gonna
that-
put on the watch list.
Is
Let
that
me
not?
see.
I mean, why do you even look that up? Of course it's illegal to assault an officer in
Of-
Japan. It's illegal to
wanna see
assault
how-
anybody.
I want to see how severe is it.
How illegal is it?
Yeah.
That was killing me.
Crime.
My memory was foggy. Felt a sudden pain in my neck. Ota is the pain in my neck.
Okay, here we go.
Shot.
Oh, I have to open up. How big is this document? So it's like a PDF from the official, like legal documents. For
Isn't it going to be
Japan.
all in Japanese?
I have it in English. This English translation has been prepared and compliant to the standard bilingual dictionary. Okay, so I think it's just for the convenience of people.
I shot up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. Rude! Rude, Date. I'll wait while you finish your...
Okay, a person who commits an act of assault or intimidation against a public officer in the performance of public duty shall be punished by imprisonment with or without work for not more than 3 years or a fine of not more than 500,000 yen.
Okay. That's 500,000. What is that,
The
like?
same shall apply to people that commit acts of assault against a public officer in order to cause them to perform or not perform the act as an official or in order to get them to resign.
So it's not a jail offense, it's just a fine offense.
There's also an offense for aggravated escape and assisted escape, which is probably closer to what has happened, right?
I guess. Was she
imprisonment
arrested?
With work for not less than 3 months, but not more than 5 years.
Can it be considered escape though if she wasn't under arrest? She was free to go. She wanted to meet us here.
Crimes of obstruction or provokes of a when a sentenced or unsentenced person confined on a judge's order escapes, so it's on a judge's order. So yeah, technically, not. Although harboring a criminal is 2 years or a fine of 200,000 yen.
Okay, but she's not a criminal. She hasn't been charged with anything.
Suppression of evidence?
I don't think so. She was free to go. I think the only crime here was assaulting an officer.
Fair. Yeah, so...
Which was unnecessary because she was free to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Tessa was like, man!
What the heck, Ota?
Ota?
Dang it, Ota!
Who else but Ota? Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba.
Okay, anyways, I saw a monster staring back at him. Took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. Everything? Your entire past?
Man, if only. I'm like, I would appreciate the expeditedness of the narrative.
Bottles of
you know
alcohol on
what?
the
We
shelf.
respect your time.
Refrigerator. There's music playing over the radio. Painting of St. Sebastian. Bottle. Is there any... Blackboard. Yeah, there's nothing. If the blackboard and the poster don't say anything, then there's nothing. Okay, what do you want, Mama? What do we ask? Brian, what time is it?
What time
It'll be
is it?
3
Yeah.
o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Oh. Well, I don't want to say why didn't you wake me up, because why did you wake me up? You should let me sleep if it's 3 in the morning.
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
I was assaulted.
Well,
Just
I thought
say
you were
that.
drinking straight out of the bottle.
Also, how did Ota get a stun gun? Can you legally, as a citizen, have a... I don't look up another thing.
I was gonna say you're gonna just put me on a list, because my curiosity is gonna make me look it up.
Well, I know that Japan is very strict about weapons, even like model weapons. So, like, I feel like you can't, as a citizen, have a stun gun in Japan. So where did he get a stun gun?
Just like the old days. Ota, The boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
In safe mode.
According to 2018, stun guns and pepper spray are legal to possess and legal to carry for defensive purposes.
Well, that sure as heck was not a defensive purpose.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
You're assaulted by a kid.
Stay calm,
But-
but this is an emergency.
2013, it said taser guns are illegal at 2013, so maybe a law passed that allowed you to.
Thanks
Now
to
carry them?
AI, the Somnium files, they made it legal.
when did AI the Somnium files come out again?
That was like
AI.
2018, I think. It was already
That would
out.
have been that would have been the year 2019. No, I mean it could have still been. Yeah,
They changed.
AI was like,
They found out this game was going to release and have a kid use a stun gun. They were like, well, we can't have him to do something illegal here. So
yeah, we can't have this game do something illegal. We might as well.
Just
We
now
gotta
the
legalize it.
Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Uh-oh. Hi, Iris.
Iris.
Oh, she's breathing.
Hmm? She ain't got an eyeball.
No, but she's breathing. Oh,
Oh.
she's not going to be breathing for very long. I don't think. If I understand biology correctly.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Wait. Is he is Ota the criminal?
Is Ota the Cyclops killer?
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
He would have been an adult.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
I think Mama ran out of marble.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
Please let me make it in time.
20 minutes are the fastest, so like going max speed that the car can go? Because that's the fastest.
Technically, yeah, that's the implication.
A bear!
Uh,
The killer was a bear!
well, there we have it, folks.
It was Coca-Cola!
No! I knew it.
Do you really have to watch this slowly happen?
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota?
That is very sus.
Oh, he's sock puppeting again.
This is
Stay
the
away from Tessa!
worst sock puppeting. What the heck?
Yeah.
Like, this is he should be locked up sock puppeting because he's a psychopath sock puppeting.
Like, I don't even think that's actual blood in Iris's eye anymore. Like,
Get my foot to the
I feel
gas
like
the whole
he's-
time.
literally they're just trying to do it to scam their way out of anything.
I don't know. At this point, I kind of feel like he actually did gouge her eye out to be like, I saved you. They would have killed you. I think he's insane. I feel the
Yeah.
sweat in my palms. Palms sweaty. I'm vomiting on my sweater already. Engine's ready. High-pitched scream.
I was gonna say
Confetti.
who's spaghetti.
I can barely hear it already. I heard he was pounding in the ears, shaking me to the core.
Is it mom's spaghetti?
How much time had passed? Mama's spaghetti. Oh no! Discord. My god, why? Again. Can you hear me again?
Yeah, I'm here.
It didn't like the mama spaghetti. Eventually the car reached a long bridge, shortly after the image changed. Is my software up to, I think it's up to date. I can't check right now, but it's gotta be. It's restarting on its own, so like it would have updated while it's restarting. Up. He's gonna do it again!
No.
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 It's coming down again. Oh, it's getting really low this time.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
That was some pretty bad sock popping. He lost against himself. Man, I can't believe a polar bear killed Iris.
I can't believe she really has to stop drinking so much Coca-Cola.
Yeah, look at how high it made her blood pressure. It sprayed out of, like, all over the place.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you don't need to go so fast anymore. She's dead. It's too late.
Yeah, she's already dead. Like, why are you stressing?
No need to get a speeding ticket over it now. She literally saw it in half. Why are you running in like you're gonna save her? Oh! The polar bear's cut in half. The heck happened here? Wait, who's in the polar bear? Is it Ota?
Oh,
Did Ota
gosh,
saw himself in
I
half?
hope not. I hope he didn't saw himself in half.
Because seriously, he's the worst sock puppeter ever, if so. It's Ota!
Ugh.
I really hope the story explanation is he did that. It just got carried away with the sock puppeting.
Yeah. Sometimes you sock puppet so hard.
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you.
Oh wow, there's 4 people dead now in this timeline. This is a pretty bad timeline.
Yeah, this is definitely the timeline that anime
It's
forgot.
rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you?
No, I blame you, boss.
Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide.
Sounds right.
Ota had a
But
selfish love.
the fact
for
that you're
Iris.
saying this makes me feel like it's wrong now.
He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain
Why do you know
murders?
that?
Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those 3 murders were definitely executed by the same person. The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
I'm gonna guess that there's no banter. Again, we're too far into the dark path for there to be banter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Computer, yeah, okay. Boss. What about the polar bear costume?
What about the polar bear
The culprit
costume?
was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
Okay, she's not gonna say anything to that. Cool. Ota's behavior during the video, I guess?
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same
But they
person.
weren't on the screen at the same time. That's the point. We've never seen Ota and the polar bear in the same place at the same time.
That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
Yeah, that's a pretty awful way to commit suicide.
Yeah.
That's not going to be very instant.
Yeah, empirically, it's very, very rough.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it, making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
To have no incentive to kill Shoko.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch.
They weren't. Were they still married? I guess they were married but estranged.
They've been divorced for
Yeah,
years.
No, they're divorced.
Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
I told the boss what Iba found.
Oh, I know that.
Well,
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
then shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
I can relate to you, boss.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine. And then...
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe not.
Okay, the person
That is a
that
good
connects
starting
them all, though,
point.
is Mizuki. You there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ingesting all the information that's coming at me right now.
Okay, well,
I'm trying
more
to process.
information. What are we asking her about?
MoMA.
Renju and Shoko were connected to the
I love
Kumakuras,
MoMA.
but there's no connection to Iris.
Okay, now who?
Congressman So Shijima.
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras. But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Me.
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No. Now that I think about it,
I love that his internal monologue is him like confirming to himself that he has an alibi for these murders.
It's important to figure that out.
I don't remember.
Like, I would give myself that question. I'm like, do I?
My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events.
Where was I? I don't remember.
And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer.
I am your eye. I've been present for everything.
I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
Okay, Nahu.
Ota's mother, Mayumi.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemniscate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
Okay. Hitomi or Mizuki?
Hitomi.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates, and she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
Okay, that's very biased, but...
Mizuki.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all three victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris.
Okay, why would she kill everybody she cares about?
She was good friends with Ota, too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all four of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous. I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Where should we go?
The diner.
Time to go tell her her son died.
I'm kind of hungry right now.
Time to go tell his mom that a polar bear killed him. The place was silent. It was so quiet I felt like I could hear the floating dust. Stepped inside. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. Oh, I feel like she might know. It was like watching a decaying old tree cling pathetically to the earth. Ouch. Hey there, Cool Name said he was the killer.
No, Cool Name. Why?
But also, we just called her a decaying old tree clinging pathetically to the earth.
Rough.
We still can't have banter, right? I know. If there's banter, I can autograph slash something. Nope. Cool. What should we...
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay, now what?
Do you want to talk about it?
Okay.
This is your fault. I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris. My boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Gee, rude. Well, your egg rice wasn't that good.
Let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
Cool Name said this is not the time for banter. Yeah, Cool Name. Her son did die this today, but no, he died yesterday. Cool Name. He died last night. Where are we going? Warehouse, residence, or marble?
We're going to Iris's house.
Well, Cool Name, it's not our fault that she was slow to find out. When I visited the Sagan household, I found Hitomi with a hollow look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. Cool Name, why are you talking at Kingdom Hearts? The heavy silence weighed on both of us. If there's banter, it'll be about the fridge. There's no banter. No, I'm not, Cool Name. I haven't been taken over by the Heartless. What should we do?
About Iris.
Iris
Starting off
was my
strong.
everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3. And finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether.
Yeah.
She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up. Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why?
Oof. That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, that's rough.
Information or Oda?
Oda.
Oda was one of my students. I taught him in elementary
He's a little
school.
old for that.
I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Oops. Can you think of any information?
Tell me, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko.
Is it number 89? Because he was the uncle. Is that the one she visits in the acquaintance she visits in prison?
Oh, that also reminds me. I just looked up Goroawase, which is the phonetic matching of numbers and stuff. So 89 could be Yako, Yatsuko, Yatsuko.
Okay.
Saying like if we like we might be able to figure out who he is based on if 89 actually means anything.
I think 89 is his real name.
No, it's Douglas Lombardi.
No, that's
We already established that.
that's Falco.
Yeah, Falco is 89.
No, I think
Did
his
you
real
forget?
I think his real name is 89. I think his parents just weren't creative and named them each the number that they were born. He was the
That's fair.
89th child.
I don't think she
No
noticed
spoilers,
me,
cool name.
I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Fuchu.
Prison?
Tokyo. In.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
Cool name said
don't
waiting room.
know
Aw.
what to do. Thinking about her.
Ugh, it's a bummer.
Dante, please, you have to catch them.
How? He already sawed himself in half. It was Oda.
Please.
Unless it was number 89.
Trust me.
Warehouse residence marble.
The warehouse. I was like, who's warehouse? When you're like warehouse residence? Like, I didn't remember anybody whose last name was warehouse.
That'd be a fun last name. Stepped into the cold storage warehouse. The air conditioning wasn't running, but it was still cold. The temperature hadn't raised much at all. The cold air sunk into my skin, but the center of my body was burning hot. And it's kind of how bodies work. Hook is hanging from the ceiling crane. Oh, there's probably
This
nothing.
forklift
Oh, there
is
is.
old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
Ice cutting machine.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed.
Well, yeah, it was live streamed.
The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Also that you had to watch her die. Cool.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
Right here. Iris and Ota were...
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...?
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Maybe Oda was trying to help Iris jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle and Oda ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all his power to fight back. He's forcibly put into the costume and finally cut open by the ice cutting machine.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
Their autopsy, their bodies aren't here anymore. Iris and Oda's blood. Ew, it's all mixed together. That's how you like spread like bloodborne illnesses.
Bloodborne. Is that a
There are
hint to the
only
next game we're
5
playing?
items on the shelf.
Sure.
Is this warehouse not in use?
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream.
Cool name
All
was
of these
Born of Blood.
items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores.
Born of Blood.
It would be difficult to determine a suspect from
Fear
them.
the old blood.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know.
The dead
Renju's
ones?
father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious. Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
CSI.
All right.
Any progress on the investigation?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
This Oda's blood. Wait, box. That's empty. It's a cardboard box, nothing in it. Anything else? No clues there. I'm heading out. Let me know if you find anything. I'll let them know that they left the warehouse.